President William Ruto has received the Tribunal's report exonerating Justice Mohammed Kullow of misconduct allegations. Speaking at State House, Nairobi, President Ruto commended the Tribunal's efficiency and pointed out Kenya's commitment to the rule of law, stating that the Constitution protects all citizens equally. He pledged to implement the Tribunal's recommendations promptly. The Tribunal, which was chaired by Court of Appeal Judge Patrick Kiage, dismissed all the allegations against Justice Kullow and recommended his reinstatement to the Environment Land Court. The allegation against Justice Kullow included a delay in delivery of rulings and judgments, failure to give reasons for the delay, and failing to respond to the Chief Justice correspondence. National Treasury CS John Mbadi has acknowledged that the country is not doing well but is making strides in the right direction towards economic recovery. Speaking at the Bunge la Mwananchi Forum in Nairobi, the CS said the positive economic outlook was recently affirmed by credit rating agency Moody's, which said Kenya's debt repayment capability had improved. Mbadi said Kenya is doing well as far as repaying her debt is concerned, even though the current government came into power with a budget deficit of 925 billion shillings.
When this government took over in 2022, there were a lot of challenges. One of them, which is very critical, is the issue of public debt and debt servicing costs. This government took over at a time when budget deficit, as per the budget estimates of 2022-23, was 925 billion shillings, which is almost $1 trillion. Imagine an economy like Kenya borrowing a quarter of its budget every year to finance its activity. Number two, this government took over when already the government was showing signs of defaulting in paying Eurobond.
The Presidential Health Task Force has called on members of Parliament to address the challenges hindering the implementation of Social Health Authority programs. Speaking to the National Assembly Health Committee chaired by Ndebes MP Robert Bukosi, the task force acknowledged the program's struggles and emphasized the need for solutions to ensure its effectiveness. Separately, the Presidential Task Force on Human Resource for Health, led by Professor Kamarogo, revealed a lack of accurate data on healthcare providers and highlighted outdated collective bargaining agreements as a critical concern. Established by President William Ruto in July last year, the task force is urging lawmakers to act swiftly to resolve these issues and improve conditions for medical professionals.
So the first thing is establish position, the Director General, and what it should be and the respect it deserves. Before independence, it was actually the Chief Justice and the next person was the Director General.
Less than 25% of our problems require new legislation and new money. Less than 25% require new legislation or new money. Most of it can be sorted out with the current legislation, with the current budget. But somebody up there, the God Almighty, will have to get in all our hearts and all our heads.
Matatu owners in Nairobi have been granted a temporary relief after a court ordered the National Transport and Safety Authority to release impounded vehicles. Justice Bahati Mwamwe issued the directive instructing NTSA to return the public service vehicles and their confiscated registration plates pending the hearing and determination of the case. The ruling follows a case filed by the Nganya Association which challenged NTSA's crackdown as illegal. The matatus, which operate on key roads including Embakasi, Kiambu Road, Ongata Rongai and Thika Road, claim that they have suffered massive losses due to the enforcement measures which have left their vehicles grounded.
I don't think we are nuisance in the transport sector because we have a niche population that really want to use the PSV. And Manyankas has been a culture in Kenya for the longest. So I don't think we can wake up one day and then we try to kill a culture that most of the population, young people in Kenya, mostly in Nairobi, really want to use.
It has been the habit of the NTSA and the police officers to impound motor vehicles, to behave as if they are the judges, they are the prosecutors. They impound vehicles, they take away the number plates belonging to these motor vehicles.
And across borders, South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa has responded to US President Donald Trump after he threatened to cut HIV and AIDS funding of the country's new land policy. According to Ramaphosa, the South African government has not confiscated any land, and the policy is a legal framework to ensure equitable access to land by the public. The South African president went on to say that while the US is a strategic political and trade partner, its support towards HIV and AIDS accounts for only 17%, insisting insisted that South Africa does not belong to Trump and he should focus on running the United States. Ramaphosa, however, said that he looks forward to further discussing the matter with the Trump's administration so that they can have a better understanding of what it is about. Earlier, Trump said he would cut all future funding to South Africa of allegations that it was confiscating land and treating certain classes of people very badly. Last month, the President Cyril Ramaphosa signed into law a bill that allows land seizures without compensation in certain circumstances. That's the news. Good evening. I'm Jace Ubure.
Pearl Radio, the home of fresh and classic hits.